Welcome to English Mirror. Hope you all are busy preparing for UGC Nta Net September 2020. Here are the next bunch of expected questions. Let's have a look. You Can't Do Both is a novel by. Answer is option C. Kingsley Amis. You Can't Do Both is a semi-autobiographical novel published in 1994. Amis's first novel, Lucky Jim (1954), is perhaps his most famous. The novel criticizes academic society. That's Uncertain Feeding (1955) centers on a young provincial librarian and his temptation towards adultery. I Like It Here (1958) presents Amis's contemptuous view of abroad and followed upon his own travel on the continent with a young family. Take a Girl Like You (1960) steps away from the immediately autobiographical but remains grounded in the concerns of sex and love in ordinary modern life. The character Nathan Zuckerman is associated with the fiction of. Answer is option C. Philip Roth. Nathan Zuckerman is a fictional character who appears as the narrator or protagonist in many of Philip Roth's novels. Zuckerman makes his first appearance in the novel My Life as a Man, published in 1974, where he is the creation of another fictional character, writer Peter Turnbull. The Ghostwriter, where he is the story's protagonist, and in Zuckerman Unbound (1981), he is an established novelist. Plato censored poetry because he believed it. Answer is option C. Distorts reality. Which of the following Tennyson poems is a dramatic monologue? Answer is option D. Tithonus. Tithonus is a poem by Victorian poet Alfred Lord Tennyson, originally written in 1833 as Tithon and completed in 1859. It first appeared in the February edition of the Cornhill magazine in 1860. Faced with old age, Tithonus, weary of his immortality, yearns for death. The poem is a dramatic monologue with Tithonus addressing his consort, the goddess of the dawn. The character Giovanni features in one of the following texts. Answer is option B. John Ford's This Pity She's a Whore. This Pity She's a Whore is a tragedy written by John Ford. The play was first published in 1633 in a quarto. Ford dedicated the play to John Mordaunt, the first Earl of Peterborough and Baron of Turvey. Giovanni is a central character who shows an incest towards his sister Annabella. Which of the following poems features the phrase "the still sad music of humanity"? Answer is option D. Tintern Abbey. Lines Written a Few Miles Above Tintern Abbey is a poem by William Wordsworth. Remember, this particular poem was written by Wordsworth after a walking tour with his sister in this section of the Welsh borders. The description of his encounters with the countryside on the banks of the River Wye grows into an outline of his general philosophy. There has been considerable debate about why evidence of the human presence in the landscape has been downplayed and in what way the poem fits within the 18th century loco-descriptive genre. Molly Bloom is a character in James Joyce's. Answer is option C. Ulysses. Ulysses is a modernist novel by Irish writer James Joyce. It was first serialized in parts in the American journal The Little Review from March 1918 to December 1920 and then published in its entirety in Paris by Sylvia Beach on 2nd February 1922, Joyce's 14th birthday. It is considered one of the most important works of modernist literature and has been called a demonstration and summation of the entire movement. According to Declan Gibbard, before Joyce, no writer of fiction had so foregrounded the process of thinking. Eliot uses the term objective correlative in his essay. Answer is option B, Hamlet and his problems. Objective correlative is something such as a situation or chain of events that symbolizes or objectifies a particular emotion, and that may be used in creative writing to evoke a desired emotional response in the reader. Objective correlative is a term referring to a symbolic article used to show inexplicable feelings like emotion. The term was popularized by Eliot in the essay Hamlet and His Problems. The term was first used by Washington Allston. Seamus Heaney was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year. Answer is option A, 1995. The pamphlet on the Irish condition, an address to the Irish people, was composed by, answer is option B, P.B. Shelley. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, please share and subscribe.